Caitlin Clark's teammate Clear on WNBA officiating as Sister Chimes and Sophie Cunningham is well known for her critical stance on the state of WNBA officiating, and now her family joining in on the debate too. The Indiana Fever guard is currently battling for fitness after injuring her knee during the team's 99-93 overtime victory against the Connecticut Sun on Sunday. During the match, Bria Hartley from Connecticut collided with Cunningham, leaving the Fever guard in visible pain and clutching her knee. She was quickly escorted to the locker room, and not long after, Sophie's sister Lindsay took to social media to criticize the game's referees. She wrote, "At WNBA, maybe you should focus less on fining players for commenting on your poor officiating and more about hiring officials that are able to call a consistent game and protect your athletes. Pathetic. Praying for you. At Sofaler." The severity of Cunningham's injury remains uncertain, but an MRI scan had been scheduled for Monday to assess the damage. Given Cunningham's history of brutal honesty about the officials, it comes as no surprise that the WNBA star's family felt compelled to voice their concerns about the standard of refereeing in the sport. The Fever guard's disdain for the referees started even before her time in Indiana, during her tenure with the Phoenix Mercury in 2024. In an interview with The Spun last September, Cunningham was asked how she managed to avoid punishment when expressing her frustration at the officiating. The then 28-year-old said, "Are you going to get me fined? With the team we have a lot of fiery people, and that's not a bad thing. I think the officiating has been rough this year, not only for us, but also for our league. With the number of eyes on our game, we may need to improve that area. Maybe we get new ones or hold them to another standard that they haven't been held to before. I do think our team has had bad body language. We set the record for most technical fouls in a season, and it's not even over yet. I do think if you have mutual respect between the player and official, you can get things figured out." Following her move to Indiana in January 2025, Cunningham earned a reputation as the Caitlin Clark enforcer after her apparent retaliation on behalf of the star player during a clash with the Sun. During a game between the sides in June, Clark was struck by J.C. Sheldon with a poke to the eye, before Marina Mabrey escalated things with a push that sent the 2024 Rookie of the Year tumbling to the ground. Whilst Cunningham wasn't on court during the original incident, she secured her payback against the Suns player by dragging Sheldon to the floor by her neck as the point guard tried to score a layup. The duo clashed after the foul, with the Fever star grabbing Sheldon by her hair and yelling in her face. Despite facing an ejection for her actions, Cunningham didn't appear to have any regrets afterwards. At training following the match, the 29-year-old insisted she was simply trying to protect her teammates and criticized the standard of WNBA officiating. Cunningham said, "I'm not focused on the extracurricular activities. And you know what? During that, it was just part of the game. I think the refs had a lot to do with that. It was a build-up for a couple of years now of them just not protecting the star player of the WNBA. And so at the end of the day, I'm going to protect my teammates. That's what I do. And I'm a team player, so it's all good." Fever head coach Stephanie White supported her player, claiming the officials lacked control of the match and that she knew this was going to happen at some point. Cunningham's criticism of the WNBA officials then appeared online after a TikTok targeting the referees resulted in the guard facing a hefty financial penalty. The 29-year-old was initially hit with a £370, $500, fine after uploading a video showing her miming to words such as stupid, slow, and useless, whilst referring to match officials. The WNBA star later featured on her Show Me Something podcast to address the fine, acknowledging that the penalty wouldn't alter the state of the league. Speaking in July, Cunningham said, "If I were a ref, I know I would mess up all the time. Like, I'm not saying that your job is easy, but when it is a simple call right in front of your face multiple times, what are you doing? What are you doing? They're just so inconsistent. Like, that's one thing. If you're on the other team and you're going to be fouling the S*** out of me, cool. But let me do it to you. I think players across the league and new fans across the country are like, what is going on with the refs? And I'm like, I don't know." and you fining me $500 is not going to do s. Her remarks resulted in her penalty tripling in severity, as she was ultimately hit with a 1,110 pounds, $1,500 charge for her observations about match officials.